Hello guys, today I'm gonna make a video due to a lot of requests, especially from young guys that they asking me how to actually remove this EEPROM without damaging the PCB. This is a PSA Sagem S200, belongs into Peugeot 206. You can find this ECU on other cars as well. The reason I'm doing this ECU is because I want to show you another way of reading the EEPROM using Ktag. So Ktag is very inexpensive if you buy a clone, and the clone device works perfect with this ECU. All we gotta do is follow the instructions, and the level of experience in order to do this, it's a lot lower than the soldering the actual EEPROM. So we're going to follow the instructions on K-Suite and go from there. So let's jump into our software. Okay guys, so here we are in our K-Suite. I'm going to make this video kind of quick and easy, not to confuse everybody. Let's select under our protocol Sagem S200. Please read all the instructions, are very important, especially for beginners. Under procedure, everything is pretty much straightforward. This is the area we're going to expose. This is the actual cable we're going to connect. And from here, we're going to go back. Let's take one more look. This is the area where we're going to connect the boot pin and power ground and K line. So we're going to click OK. And we're going to run the checksum family 599. At this point, under reading, we're not going to unclick the backup. We're going to straight click read. And we're going to wait for the Ktag to run the full procedure. When you run a backup read, all the data has been read from the one ECU in order to be transferred to another ECU. And in that case, you complete the ECU cloning. You can transfer maps, data, and mobilize the data as well. An external power supply will be necessary for this procedure, as all the power supplies that they come with the Ktag and KES clone are completely garbage, and I don't recommend using those. You'll find yourself in most cases not being able to complete these tasks due to these bad power supply. Okay, so at this point, the backup procedure is going very fast. Here we are all the way done. We're gonna save these. Always good to save full backups, especially for future projects, or maybe help others through the forums. A lot of people are looking for full backups. So here we're gonna save Sagem S200. I have already created a file, and we're gonna complete and save this backup. So Ktag is gonna ask me if I want to separate the files. I'm gonna separate these files. And at this point, I have complete successfully my task. Here we're gonna uncheck the backup, and we're gonna start reading separately the files. So I'm gonna go with the maps. It's under 29F200BB EEPROM. Here once more, we're gonna wait for the Ktag to run the full reading procedure. These are the car's maps. You can modify these if you want. And after this is completed, we're gonna run the EEPROM demobilizer data separately as well, and then we're gonna proceed with writing. Now under writing, we're still gonna write the same files. We're not gonna run any other files. This is only for the this training procedure. Okay, here we are fully completed. Let's go and save this file now. Under same file, we're gonna open under the same folder, we're gonna open a new folder, and we're gonna write maps. Now it's always best to actually separate and write if the file is original or not, just you won't get confused. So I'm gonna open a folder named maps, and here I'm gonna put maps and original maps just so I can have an idea in order if I do modify these files. Okay, so EEPROM, here we're gonna go and read the immobilizer data. Under here, if you only wanna clone the immobilizer, here is the procedure of accessing this memory straight through Ktag instead of desoldering the actual 95080 EEPROM and use an external EEPROM reader to complete this task. So this is gonna go fairly quick. I'm gonna click save on this one as well. Here we go again. We're gonna open a new folder. You know, name it. I always like to keep everything separate and separate my ORI with from the EMOF or anything else. So I'm just gonna write 95080. That way I know this is the original file. Click save, and here we have completely successfully completed the reading. Let's go back and writing. We're gonna go right. At this point, we haven't unchecked anything. We're gonna select full backup, and if we had a different ECU, and we would go through this procedure and run a full clone. So all the data from one ECU, including everything, emo, maps, and everything, will be transferred into the donor ECU. At this point, we're writing everything back to the same ECU just for the training procedure. This one will not take long as well. Always make sure you have a decent power supply. I cannot stress that enough. It's very important uh, when you use procedures on reading and writing, especially on the bench. You need a very good power supply, at least a lot better than what it comes with the KS or KTAG. Do not use those. I do not recommend. Okay, so here we have a completely backup this ECU. Now we're going to go separately. We're going to select the flash. So we're going to go through the maps and flash the maps. We have selected the original file. And let's run this procedure one more time. This will not take too long as well. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe. I'm waiting to complete 1000 subscribers, and then I'm going to release my ECM Titanium free training. This training is nothing like you guys have seen on YouTube. These are professional training. I'm going to compress pretty much a 3-day course into a hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, just for you guys, so you can be able to start tuning on your own. Okay, so we're gonna run the EEPROM as well as last, and this video is gonna pretty much be all set. So as I mentioned, guys, as soon as we get 1000 subscribers, I'm gonna release all the training classes completely free. After we complete the ECM Titanium, we're gonna follow with Windows as well. So EEPROM ST95080, here we are. We have selected the file that we saved previously, and Ktag will start soon cloning it, writing into the ECU. And after this procedure is done, this video is pretty much completed. So here we are, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up and please subscribe. Let's hit those 1000 subscribers.